Hello and welcome everyone, my name's Frenglish, and today I'd like to go over a specific sort of thought deconstruction with you all. We all know, of course, of the Alliance Mobilization event, where you complete quests in order to gain prizes. I've held off for a little bit, I've thought this through, and I'd like to go over the different rewards with you all, so you can understand sort of the thought process and which rewards are better per level. So with the first level, we have a choice between a narrow sea raided chest, the two 50% race boosts, and 4 30-minute speed-ups, or 2 hours of general speed-ups. Speed-ups, just time. This narrow sea raided chest, on average you're going to get a grey item, so therefore I'm going to go for the race boosts. Anything above a race boost 50%, I tend to prize quite highly, as you're going to use these going to be extremely useful in matches such as AC. Next up, we have Quest Refresh vouchers. I find these to be very useful because you can use these to gain very high points in AM, but it's sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Really, it only gives you a certain amount of resources, and I already have 300. VIP tokens. VIP is a very long game. You need hundreds of thousands of points, so I tend to rate this very low down, because while it could accelerate, you'll gain more day on day. So we're going to take the 5 hours of speed ups here. The 5-hour research seems to be much more valuable. In the same vein here, we have 2 Hedge Knight chests. 2 grey items is the same as killing a level 2 or maybe a level 1, you'll get the same thing. The chests with the items, unless there's a large amount, really don't equate to much, as you have to be really lucky. So we're going to go for the speed ups here as well. Next we have 4 race boosts, a Spearman piercing badge and a Bowman accuracy. Now depending on the troop type, this is where it gets interesting. While the 4 speed ups here at 50% can be extremely potent, especially if you need to run an awful lot of attacks in AC, or the 50% is one of the easiest to use, as it just cuts your time in half. I run an awful lot of Spearmen, and 1 guaranteed grey, while it might not seem a lot, it's a guaranteed grey that isn't a wall attack, that isn't a fortification, that isn't an infantry defense badge. So it's one that I'm going to use, and it accelerates exactly what I need. It's a guaranteed. Next up we have 5 hours of just general speed ups here, some Northern Deserter chests and some Bolton Boys. Now here I'm looking, it's a bit to and fro. 5 hours of general speed-ups, you can get them very cheaply on the VIP store. This would be a couple of hundred diamonds. To bear that in mind, to attack the Bolton Boys as their bow heroes and get 6 items from it can be a lot more expensive, as you'd probably have to attack a level 3 maybe 3 times in order to get the same amount of items, or level 2. So just in terms of diamond cost, the motivation, it's probably best to go for the Bolton Boys. Bolton Boys again over the Northern Deserter chests. As Northern Deserters, you can often 2-shot at level 3 quite easily, whereas Bolton Boys are bows and are harder to come by. Next up we have again Alliance Refresh vouchers, not really useful. Battle Codexes, I've already upgraded everything, so we're going for the points. The Battle Codexes are rather cheap in terms of diamonds as well. You're looking at about 200 diamonds to buy those, so it's really not worth it. Next up we have the Blacksmith Blessing, which increased building construction speed by 10% for 1 hour. Once you get to a certain size, even with Glory, the extra 10% is not going to save you a lot. Instead of this, we could have 7 Deserter chests or 2 75 boosts. In this instance, as these are just Deserter chests, they're not Bolton Boys, and again it could be random for anything, and it's not something that's limiting me, I'll go for the 2 75s, as they can be extremely good. Then we have increased rebel damage leader by 50%. Now there's 3 of them here, which means you can use it 3 times. This is an extremely potent drop, and is used especially if you're focusing a certain troop. The precise transfer is worth about 1,500 diamonds if you just buy it off the normal diamond shop. And gold dragons, here we're looking at 4 million gold. So a choice between 4 million gold, 1,500 diamonds, or the ability to do 50% more damage, which is the higher end of these horns, 3 times. I'm going for the horns. Now we have again Quest Refresh vouchers, same as before, and a badge chest. Now, while this could be tempting, they do cost about 6,000 diamonds. or quite a few alliance coins, they're expensive items, and there's no guarantee I'll get a usable badge. This could be a wall defense badge, this could be a fortification badge, something that I will never use. I will, however, use 9 hours of speed ups. However, here it's nearly the inverse. While I do have 12 hours of general speed ups here, which is a decent amount, I have 2 guaranteed spearman piercing badges, so this is what I'll go for. So far I've already got 3, I'm nearly all the way to a green piercing badge. Now, everybody has too many 8-hour bubbles here, and they don't cost a lot. I believe they only cost a couple of hundred diamonds if you want to buy them. Compared to the 4,000 diamonds it costs for the Spirit of Weirwood trees, I think you know where I'm going. In the same vein here, we have a harvest scroll. Now I have so many of the 24 hours, and gathering speed is pretty good anyway, in excess of 350, so I don't need these. Battle codexes, again, relatively cheap. They only cost a few diamonds each, so I'm going to go for the extra army size. The 20% isn't great, but it's still good for things like the Treasure Seeker event. Next up, I have a choice in between Endurance. Now this is a natural regen, and I tend to find I go over sometimes. I have some items, I don't need to worry about the Endurance. It is an expensive item to buy, so if you are focusing doing an awful lot of dragon rallies or really need to attack those rebel leaders, could be interesting. Or you could get 2 times 15, so 30 hours worth of research speed ups. Now this is equivalent to about 1,500 diamonds, so it's not actually worth that much. And when it comes to speed ups, you can buy them in the VIP shop, or equivalent, easier. And then we have 4,000 motivation. Now the 4,000 motivation could give you equipment, or if you attack horses. It's also very good in combination, as I'm thinking, with the horns. Like this will allow me to half fill up my motivation bar, hitting more. So that's why I took it. 14, it's simple. I don't need quests, I don't need Book of Confessions. I'll save 6,000 diamonds, and it's perfect to stock up on these hearts for the Weirwood Memories events. Now I have a choice to make. Again, with badges there is no guarantee on what I'm going to get, so I'm not going to focus on them. I'll just as likely get 2 grey wall badges. The odds are extremely difficult. If it was maybe 10, then I might go for it, because out of the 10 I might get 1 or 2 spearman badges, which is what I want, or even cavalry. But because it's only 2, I find it a bit too much of a long shot. So the choice of here is a green infantry defense badge, or motivation. When it comes between the 2, these badges are eternal, or you have them forever, and the motivation is something that regens. So in this case I will go for the green badge. While I don't normally run infantry, the idea is this is a permanent bonus, where this is something I spend. 16, we have Talent Archives. Now I don't need to change this very often. Talent Archives, once they're set, you probably won't touch them for much. So I already have 23, and you know my feelings on the normal bad chests, so let's just get some diamonds. The advantage of the plain diamonds is they can then be spent into anything. I want to get a speed up, I want to get some books, I want to get some more equipment. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, and your best friend. In the same vein, we have to juggle here. Now, 24-hour speed ups for research is about 1,000 diamonds if you buy them in the VIP shop. So we can look at this at 3,000 diamonds, which is exactly the same here. Now while this is worth 18,000 diamonds, again, normal bad chests, same rules apply. 3,000 diamonds in research speedups, or 3,000 diamonds plain. I'm going to take the 3,000 diamonds here for the pure fact that I can then spend it to get the research if I need it. But as diamonds I can then spend it for whatever I want. Okay, now this is a bit different for the 18. I am actually going to take the quest refresh vouchers, because I can use them. They can give you Alliance Silver and speed ups and help you with AM quests. I have no need for the Harvest Scrolls, and I have no more need for Mask of the Faceless. The XP is absolutely useless. Let's just forget about that. So I have a choice between 9, 75% race boost, very potent when you're fighting matches, or Talent Archives. Again, as I said before, if you've got a few Talent Archives, you probably don't need more, and they're relatively cheap. 2 8-hour bubbles, seriously, 710 XP. this just wins by default. Even if I have a lot of them, it's useful to stock up, as you can change them an awful lot when you're fighting. At 21, we have a choice between a 50% army boost, which is very potent, about 4,000 diamonds worth of research speed-ups, or 1,000 or 12,000 diamonds-ish of motivation. Looking at it this way, I'm sort of torn in between the Warrior's Summon, as that can be used in quite a few events, apart from Siege of Winterfell, or grabbing the motivation. In this case, I am looking to complete some more equipment, and this amount of motivation would allow me to probably clear a level 5, so that's what I'm going for. Once again, why would you choose 4 normal badge chests, where here you get a guaranteed 2 green bow attack if you're going for badges? Now, I don't know anybody who runs a bow formation. If this was Spears, Infantry or Cav, this would be a no-brainer, but as is, I'm just going to take the general speed-ups. Again, I prefer general things like diamonds or general speed-ups, because this could be anything. Next up, we have precise transfers. This, again, they're 1,500 diamonds each, so you're looking at 6,000 diamonds. This is 32, so quite a lot actually. This will probably be enough to go for half a 200-point quest to AM, or I go for 50 Greenwood Warrior chests. Now this is the example of where taking the chests could be useful. Each item is guaranteed to give you at least 1 grey. Now there are in between 4 and sort of 6 different items you can get from the different locations. So with 50 here, I'm guaranteed to at least probably get a couple green items, maybe a blue in total. So a blue item is definitely worth it in my view, so I'm going to go for the Green Blood Warrior. Also helps that it's a very desirable pack if you're trying to unlock the free-to-play Glorious set. And for the final, we have an absolute no-brainer. We're of course going to take the XP. Yeah. So there you have it. Thoughts on just ideas of what to look for when you're deciding what rewards you want to earn for AM. I hope you have a wonderful time. I've been Fringlish. If you like this video, or agree or disagree, just write in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until the next time, toodles.